What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your favorite cancer-causing appliance microwave, and oh boy, it's that time of year where I make 3 to 4 videos about the same operator to get that sweet, sweet ad revenue right after this intro. Subscribe, so cringy. Alright, so yesterday, before we get into the new stuff, yesterday Ubisoft released this here. This is the Hereford-based logo, Royal Air Force. It was flipped upside down. You can see the rain. This is a GIF. I didn't want to make a 10-minute video about it because that would just be way too long, but I'm going to go and show the image here. This is what it is. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to the dev blog. This was just released about an hour ago. I've been trying to do this recording and I keep failing at it. Anyways, this is the Year 3, Season 3 Operation Grimsky DLC, probably coming like late August, early September. If you guys don't know, the Ubisoft Paris Invitational is just around the corner. I believe it's 7 days. I'm gonna be there, by the way, with Gavinacity and oh my god, it's Priest. Make sure you guys go check them out. I'll be playing there with them to test out the new operators that we're gonna be looking at here in a minute, and the new map and all the new stuff that's coming your way. I believe the video will probably be out like what is it, on the 19th or 20th? Yeah, that's when they should have us able to release the video. Anyways, I acquired a high definition version of this image here. I'm gonna be breaking it down after I read all this stuff. So these two operators may associate with 2 different CTUs, but both are joining Rainbow's Urban Tactical Response Team, codenamed Grimsky, or GSUTR. The first operator is a defender from Great Britain. She's a tough police officer who's an expert on mob behavior and snatch squad tactics. She knows she belongs on the front line and she won't tolerate any nonsense. The second operator is an American attacker, a specialist with a remarkably sharp mind when it comes to tactical operations. He's also seen the worst in Kabul, and despite it all, he fell in love with the city. Legendary for his surgical precision, he remains the enigma within Rainbow Six. They're also introducing their first map rework. The map in question is Hereford base. Despite the high chance of rain at this iconic training facility, we're renovating the place and making many adjustments to raise the bar for competitive play. And just like I said earlier, Rainbow Six alluded to that yesterday. Now, fun fact for you all, did you know that Hereford base was the original map? It was basically built to test out the Rainbow Six stuff, and it was used to present the game to Ubisoft. So I'm excited for them to go back to their roots and change some of the things within that map, because we all know the competitive play was really bad in it. Basically, you had one site. It was you play downstairs, you open up the east wall, and then you open up the delivery wall, and then you just force push the site. It was extremely linear and wasn't fun at all. We also got a sneak peek back in February for the Montreal Invitational. They basically showed us one image. It was kind of like snowy. There was planes instead of helicopters. So it's like an older version of the current Hereford base. So going back to the dev blog, a few gameplay enhancements are also making their way into Operation Grimsky. Following a lengthy test phase, we're bringing the 4th much anticipated modifications to address the weapon sights misalignments. Now, I don't know if you've played this game for the past year or so, but like the sights are pretty wonky. Like sometimes they're 100% on point and sometimes they're like just completely off. So there's moments where you actually have the ACOG on somebody's head, but the bullet just like fires above it, which is completely weird. So hopefully they fix that here and that won't be an issue anymore. Because at the base of this game, it's a first-person shooter first, and then it's like the operator gameplay and the gadgets. So at the core gameplay, the shots should be 100% accurate. So this is definitely going to be a huge step forward for the game. Anyways, let's get back into the dev blog, but that's not all they said. It's super cheap. Just buy the DLC season pass. Let's go. Also, you can buy my t-shirts, the Frost t-shirts. I got more t-shirts coming the 15th. We got the microwave t-shirts. We got all sorts of merchandise. Make sure you spend all your hard-earned money or your parents' credit card on there. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. So in our constant pursuit to improve the game and player experience, an adjustment with the operator idle pick as well as dynamic resolution scaling for consoles are on their way. Now, what does that mean, Microwave? What are we talking about? Now, you guys know what I'm talking about. Basically, you go AFK to grab the Mountain Dew and Doritos, and then you come back and you recruit, right? Well, there's probably going to be something in the settings where it's like, I would like to play Thermite first. If I don't get him, I would like to play Hibana and then Thatcher and all that good stuff. So it's probably going to go down into the tiers. So that way you don't come back to the M870 recruit all the time. And the dynamic resolution scaling, basically it's going to look a lot better whenever you're destroying stuff on consoles. Then they go on to talk about the test servers for the Rainbow Six fix. Basically, it's a website that if you experience a problem, you can go in there and type it up and submit it straight to the devs and hopefully get it fixed, you know, as soon as possible, especially if it's a major bug. All right, so I have acquired a high definition image of this Grimsky thing, and we're going to go ahead and look into it. I flipped it already for you. We're going to look at the Blowtorch operator. Now, a few months ago, somebody was digging inside the files and saw that there was a gadget named Blowtorch. And there's been a ton ton of YouTube videos speculating on what's going on, and I haven't made a video because I didn't want to do anything unofficial because Ubisoft basically pays my bills with their video games, so I don't want to make them too upset, right? Anyways, this video is not sponsored by Ubisoft. I just want to let you guys know, but I am going to Paris, so get ready for that. So if we zoom in here, we'll see that it is a blowtorch, 100% confirmed. It looks like there's some sort of shield here on the weapon. Now, I'm not really sure what that is. It's probably just something to protect him from whenever he's opening up the reinforced walls. Now, what do you think this operator is going to be doing, Microwave? Well, I'll go ahead and give you the shorthand version of it. If you're new to the game, basically there's Thermite and Hibana that can open up reinforced walls, and that's it. Did you hear that voice crack? Oh, he's going through puberty. So Thermite can open up a huge hole in the wall so that way 2 or 3 people can rush the site, and Hibana's more selective. She can open up 3 hatches, or she can open up 2 hatches and then maybe like a crawl hole, or she can open up a crouch hole. It's just more surgical than Thermite. Well, this operator is going to be even more surgical than Hibana. I believe he's going to have a 20 to maybe 30-second timer where he's able to walk up to a wall and open up like a little peek hole. Now, if you go to a destructible wall, you're able to melee hit it and get that little peek hole. I believe it's going to be doing the same thing there. And if you keep meleeing a little hole like what they used to call Serenity holes back in like what, 2015 or whatever. Where is that guy, by the way? I haven't seen him in like forever. Come back, Serenity, come back. Anyways, I believe it's going to be the same concept as that. It's going to be able to open up just like long holes or whatever, and then you're able to like shoot the bandit that's tricking behind it, or the gadgets like the mute jammer or the bandit jam, or you're able to get like a little peek hole sight line on like a mirror or something. Because sometimes the Twitch drones get destroyed after they pop the mirror. So this is going to be a really fun operator to play, in my opinion. He's going to be making some very tactical gameplay, and the strategies are going to be just wild. Now, again, I don't know if the bandits are going to stop it. I don't think they will, because I mean, it's fire. How does that really work? I'm not 100% sure. And I don't think the mute jammers will stop it. However, that would be a really cool thing. That would make mute more into the meta than bandit, because I believe at the moment bandit has a 65% pick rate in the pro league, and mute has like a 15%. He's really not that great. I wonder if this is going to be a buff to mute. Interesting, as Microwave. You always come up with something absolutely no one else thought of because you're silly. Anyways, let's go ahead and scroll all the way down here. We can see he has pants, and he has stuff on those pants. He probably has all his goodies in his pockets, and he has shoes. I'm just trying to stretch this video out for 10 minutes, guys. I gotta make the ad revenue. Come on, man. Don't be mad at me. I'm just trying to make the money. Anyways, here's an upside down picture close-up of the non-reflective blowtorch. All right, let's go back up to the top. What else do we see? Oh, here is an image of tattoo, which you can see. Now, fun fact for you, it is the map of Afghanistan tattooed on his left arm. Now, they talked about this on the dev blog. I don't really know the significance of this yet, but best believe whenever I go to Paris and check out all the new stuff, I will be letting you guys know in a video. All right, we're gonna go ahead and scroll up here. It appears that he does have long hair. Now, I'm not sure if this is a scar, kind of like a Joker thing, or if this is intercom. I bet it's an earpiece, actually. All right, enough about him. We've already had this speculation for months. Let's go ahead and go to the left-hand operator. It is going to be a black female operator from the Scotland Yard. She has a police riot shield. Now, I bet most of you guys are like, Microwave, I already know what it is. Let me go and open up paint. Where's my paint? Why isn't it opening? There it is. This thing takes forever. I bet you guys are like, nah, Microwave, it's so easy. Look, she's happy. She has a shield on her. And then she just runs over there super fast and just, these are her knees. They're really bad knees. Like, it's okay. She has really bad knees. And she zappy zaps people. See, she gets really, really close to them. We're going to draw a prisoner. Now, have you guys ever seen the TLC TV show? Basically, they have these prisoners, and then there's this riot shield where they just walk up and they just zap them, you know, whatever. And like, I'm not feeling too good. I don't know why he's happy about this. Basically, it zaps them and, you know, puts them into submission, and they put the little cuffs on them. Here's the cuffs. He has one cuff, and here's the other cuff. All right, so he's cuffed. He's good to go. Check mark. Let's make that green. Green check mark, because green is awesome. That's not the case. I honestly do not believe this is going to be it. Now, for the Operation Parabellum last season, we had 2 defenders. We had Maestro and Alibi. Now, logic says, Microwave, with 2 defenders last time, there's going to be 2 attackers this time, right? And I think that's incorrect, and let me explain why. A few weeks ago, Ubisoft did a Ask Me Anything on the official Reddit page, and they talked about how Mira was pretty awesome. She basically has like a 90% pick rate. And so this is Mira, you know, she's behind the shield. She's like, ha, I can see you, but you can't see me. We're going to draw her hair. here because she's pretty. So basically she's able to strafe left and right and automatically align her holo with somebody's head, like pretty much pre-fire them around a corner. Like here's the holo, you know, and then somebody's head's there and like, oh no, he's pre-fired me. I'm so sad. How you do this to me, Ubisoft? Why you make Mira so viable? So Ubisoft didn't ask me anything on their official Reddit page, and they basically talked about how Mira was pretty much essential for the defensive strategies, and they wanted to make another viable option instead of getting her. So basically if she gets banned in competitive play, it turns into the vanilla season where you're able to open up the thermite holes and just make it play. So here's what I believe she's gonna do. Let me go ahead and go back to her image here. You can see that she has a shield, obviously microwave, but I believe this shield is more than what we think. Now going along the lines of what the developer said, I believe she's gonna be a defender, and she's gonna be kind of like Mira. But before getting into her, I wanna go ahead and talk about another operator which you guys have played so many times. Basically, Montaigne has a shield that goes up and down when deployed. And then he has these little swoopy marks on the sides, so that way he can't really get shot from the sides and it protects him. Let me draw a little face shield on here so you guys know what I'm talking about. So here he is, you know, he's sitting there, he's all happy. He just sits behind there all day. You can't really do much against him. So I believe that this is gonna be a defender that's a Mira plus a Montaigne, essentially. This guy and this guy, all right? This girl, whatever. So going back to the image here, we can see that it's plexiglass, so that way you're able to see through it much like the Mira. And are you getting the picture that I'm painting here? See what I'm doing? Because I'm actually painting you a picture. All right, so I believe that she's going to be able to put down a shield, maybe two, and you put them on the floor just like the deployable shield. And instead of opening up vertically like Montaigne's, it's going to be opening up horizontally, kind of in the same fashion. It's going to be like a 180-degree protection rate like this. And then I believe she's going to be sitting behind it like this, like super happy. You know, this is a bird's eye view, obviously. And she's able to align up the shots just like Mira, except for instead of on a reinforced wall, she's able to put them anywhere. You could put them in front of a doorway. You could put them even behind the Mira if you want. So this way, if a Mira gets popped open via a Twitch drone like this, you're like, Z, look at me. And then it goes zappy zap, bzz, and then she's all like, no, I'm so, and that's horrible. Let me erase this. So she's like, oh no, my Mira is open. What do, microwave? And then you're able to actually put a shield on, like, behind it and then use it to peek. But microwave, what about the zappy zaps? What does that do? Well, basically, it's going to be a bandit charge shield. So it's going to be electrified, and that way you don't need the bandit. So that way an Ash charge can't come in and pew, and then remove it just like the deployable shields. And again, it has to be something different. There's already deployable shields. There's already a Mira, so why would you need that? Well, basically, again, you could put them in front of a door. You could put them anywhere, and it removes all sorts of zappy zaps, and it's probably not able to be shot by a Twitch drone. There is no bright red canister or anything on here, so I believe the only way that you can remove it is possibly grenades or shooting it from below. Now, I believe that this is going to be a passive gadget, so that way anybody can use it, and I believe that she's going to be a very viable operator, especially in tandem with Maestro and Echo, you know, who like to deploy a shield, sit behind it, use their cameras and stuff like that, and they just sit there and camp. Well, this is going to be able to protect them as well and give them a little bit more offense. But anyways, I'd like to know y'all's opinions on these two new operators that are going to be released for the Operation Grim Sky DLC. Like I said, probably late August or early September, most likely early September, with the TTS being live at the late August. And again, Ubisoft is flying my 800-pound ass all the way to France, so best believe I'm going to be making 2 or 3 videos, so stay tuned. Make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed the content and the concept ideas. I hope to see you guys in the next video where I unplug myself and stuff aluminum inside me and try to turn it on. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye! So from this image here, we can see that she has really, really tiny hands. Like, I don't know what hands these are, but these are definitely small. Like, what is this?